Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Maximum Play. Oh man. Hold on. Stupid thing is in the way. Welcome back to a new Maximum Play. Today we'll be playing Banjo Tooie this time. Let's see. This is my old game. This is my mom's game. Yeah, she was really good. And new empty game that I just made. Now, let me go over some stipulations with this. I could have played Banjo Kazooie first, but I've tried so many times to get a playthroughs going, and I'm like, I can't. Because I've played that game way too many fucking times. But so I decided to switch things up a bit and play this game, Banjo Tooie, the direct sequel to an amazing platforming game. And I guess we'll watch the intro, because I haven't watched the intro in 10 years, I think. I don't know how long it's been, but this game came out and I was fucking ecstatic to play it, because the first Banjo Kazooie is one of the best platforming games of all time. I think we can just say that right now. And we were... Oh, there was an ambulance outside. It scared the shit out of me. But Banjo Tooie came out, and I think it went 2 steps forward, but 1 huge step back, and you'll see when I'm playing through this game. But overall, I think the game is great. I think it's not as good as the first one, I think. That's basically my opinion. But that's pretty much my opinion on it. But the one thing I loved about the game is how much it evolved the personalities of all the characters. Like they made the whole world unique and better, I think. Way more connected. I don't know. It just made this... I think the story is better. And all the characters are better. They just made everything better, except for a couple design choices, in my opinion. But I'll get... This is just a quick review I'll get out of the way while we're watching the beginning cutscene, because I'm sure a lot of people seen this cutscene a billion times too, so I might as well make my stipulations now, and then when we get into the game I can show you firsthand on what I think. First of all, the graphics. I know I don't say much about the graphics in like many games like this, but I think the graphics are way better. The animations are better. They definitely put a lot of care and polish into this sequel. And they still keep the character bubbles and like the talking with voices. I always love that about games, because it's like you read them. Why not? Yeah, the models look like they definitely improved. And I don't say much about the sounds and the sound effects, so I think they've improved a little bit too. Alright, now my problems. My problems with this game. I don't think I like the new story that much. The story is good. I like the story a lot, but I think it could have been better. Missed opportunity, I think, is more like it. I like how they introduced Grunty's sisters. But I think the sisters are kind of cliche, in a way. But then again, Banjo Kazooie's story is pretty cliche in general. But who the fuck cares? It's serviceable. I like 3 villains better than 1 villain. Then get off of me, you must, or move, I cannot. I don't get how they talk sometimes. I think that's the point. Anyway, I love the settings though, the different worlds that they put in this game. It's like thematic still, but they're all unique and I appreciate them. Like it's the same. If you haven't played this, it's literally like the same thing as Banjo Kazooie. Only they've added so much on, and I think they took a lot of inspiration from Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong 64 was a frustrating game. To be honest, Donkey Kong 64 was one of the most frustrating games I've ever played because it played really well, and it tried so hard. But it was such a pain in the ass when like dealing with Kongs and doing the different levels in the game. I don't know. It was, and they took a lot of inspiration and put it in this game too. Cause see, the worlds are all connected. They're all connected, and in Banjo Kazooie, you can literally beat a world just by going through it once. But then, I like watching this. I like watching this cutscene. It's the one thing I like. They try to add it to be more cinematic in a way. I think my problem with the story is that it wanes by the time you get to the final boss. Like, most definitely. This was so creepy when she was just a skeleton. Rah, 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 rah. The character models look great though still. I really like it. But the whole plot is that she needs a body again, and these two sisters are trying to help her get it. With a giant ray gun. That's incredibly futuristic as hell. That's the funniest part of these games. They're witches, and you would expect them to be old world, but they all have this new technology. Why are they how do they know he's there? Oh, there he is. I like how Mumbo's a good guy. I'll kick his butt. Wait, I thought she was rhyming. She always rhymed. Oh, this frame rate. It's beautiful. It's like running at like 10 frames a second. I wonder what this game would have been like when... Oh yeah, they did. They remade it for Xbox 360. But they made it easier because there's autosaves. It autosaves every time you get notes, I think. But whenever you die, you keep your note score whenever you're in the world. Here, you don't. You just have to do it all over again. Anyway, everything is simplified in this game, and I think it works better. Like with the techniques and the moves. They improved the moves a lot, and they made more moves to learn. They made more shit to gather. It's crazy how much shit you need to gather in this game. But unlike Donkey Kong 64, it doesn't feel like a chore. It actually is like designed really well. Oh, this was sad. Oh no. Basically, Grunty kills him. Which was like, oh god, I didn't expect that. And that music too. But anyways, I keep saying that. Take a drink every time you say that. The worst part of this game, I can definitely say, are the levels. I know that's probably blasphemous for a lot of people, but the levels are unique and interesting. I think they're too big. Or at least, this game would have been better if there was a map. Like when you pause it, there's a map, or at least a map screen. Because it's so fucking hard to know where you're going. In Banjo Kazooie, you didn't need that because the levels are small enough to know where everything is. I think the one complicated thing would be Click Clock Wood, but that's it. But I don't know if this game would have improved with a map or not, but You'll understand when I start playing this game. The big overworld you're in is massive, but the levels are even more massive. Worst example, the factory level, which is probably the worst level they've ever made. It's so fucking convoluted, but you'll see when I get into it. Yeah, she blew up her fucking house. At least everyone got out safely. Nope! Look at this shit, though. Look how dark it gets. You'll see. He's like, oh no, what's happening to me? I got fucking blatted. Look at this shit. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Look how fucking dark it is. This is an E-rated game, by the way. I know there's death in other games, but it's like, seriously. So now they're going off to get some revenge. But that's ridiculous, yo. I don't know, it's not gonna be as easy as last time. But yeah, you gotta go kick that witch's ass again. Like I said, I made my points in the beginning, but wow, this frame rate is so bad. But look at how everything is simplified now. I'll show you what I mean. Look at the menus, look at the icons, and look how small they are. This is the coolest part of the game. All your moves that you learned from the last game are intact. You don't have to learn them again like in Zelda or anything like that. You still have the same moves, which I thought was really cool. And I appreciate that. But they made the moves simpler, and I'll show you. The camera controls are still great. They're still the same. You still have all the other like neat things here. I'm so used to Mario Sunshine's controls. Just like bow, bow. That's Bottles' brother. Jam Jars? I think that's his name. But I like this roll move now. It's like you still run the same, but this gives you a little bit boost. But here's the thing, in the old Banjo Tooie game, you don't like stop after you do the roll. I also noticed this too. Banjo sounds a little bit more badass. He's like, ha! I can't get up there. I need the flying pad. I think there's something I need to get here. I'm getting Banjo Kazooie flashbacks of trying to get that life honeycomb here. Yeah, there's this. There we go. I got a Cheeto note. Well done. You found one of my missing pages. Collect 5, then return them to me. He'll unlock cheats for you. But there's just a lot of stuff to collect. But the thing is, with this game, the maps are so fucking big, and it's like, sometimes they're kind of nonsensical in trying to figure out what the hell you're supposed to do. It's so, it's so like, what? But yeah, I don't know. I appreciate them going above and beyond to make this game big as hell. I just wish that they added some things to it to make it better. This frame rate is amazing, by the way. It's so fucking bad. I forgot how bad the frame rate is because of all the crap in the N64 days. Look at this. They're trying so hard. I just want to explore a bit, but the controls are better at least. Look at this, flying around you can easily maneuver better. That B move where Banjo claws at things, it's remember when you play this, remember when you do this move, you can hold B down for how long you want and you can keep going. That's like that. I like that kind of shit, that they improve old moves and make them better. They understood what made those moves good. Like how you can fly around here though, that's pretty neat. You can't crack that. I don't want to die. What a somber ass mood though. You ruined my home, assholes. Fuck off. Let's go up here. I think there's a caged up N64 cartridge in here. Behind the waterfall. Now they have naming conventions too. Look, how do I get in here? How do I get that controller? That's weird. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. So you have to come back here with a new move. You need to learn how to grip shit. That's one of the moves that you can learn in this game. To grip on walls. You remember, you couldn't do that in the original game. Now there's a move where you have to learn that you can do that. Like, they improved a lot of things. Like gathering those feathers and stuff, now they're in bundles instead of just one, you know? So like 5 or 10 apiece. That's pretty neat. But of course you have your egg moves still. Oh wow, well I need to get eggs! But anyway. Well, look at the B move though. It's just the peck because the developers realized how powerful this was and they wanted to incorporate that in regular B. Anyway, let's kick Mumbo's ass. The best part is, unlike exploring the lair, inside the digger tunnel, you're exploring a whole island. I mean, they really went above and beyond with this sequel, I think. I just think that they could have improved a little bit more on it. Like, the maps are fucking convoluted, that's for sure. Now, the thing is, I don't think people will see that as a bad thing. But to me, it kinda is. But that's just my taste. Because I played this game so much when I was little. And I wanted it to be like a masterpiece that I could go back and play over and over again. But unfortunately, it's just okay. I liked the first game a little bit better. Hide behind magic shield. You fight this guy more than once, by the way. And the joke is he keeps getting more ragged. Also, you notice that there's text that comes up for every time you enter a new level. It's funny, I got these games. I got this one and Majora's Mask at the same time. Like the end of 1999 was so good for N64 games because there were so many good ones that a lot of people got. Like, the console was at its popularity. I mean, PlayStation had a lot of good games out too, but the N64 had a lot of multiplayer games that a lot of people like to play and enjoy. I remember specifically getting this one though and fucking having a blast with it, as well as Majora's Mask. And I just know that they improved a lot in those games. Those are like perfect sequels. Majora's Mask in general, probably my favorite Zelda game other than maybe A Link Between Worlds or A Link to the Past. But I could go back and play that game all the time. It's how memorable it was. You know? Same thing with this. It's just nostalgia. It's a comfy game, you know? Makes me wonder if I should go back and play the Majora's Mask. I'm gonna play Majora's Mask for maximum play, trust me. I'm going to show you that I can complete the game 100% like I did with that stream. And that review I did for the 3DS. But anyway, next time on Maximum Play, we're going to keep going and explore more of a OK sequel. Bye!